Well, guys, as we all know, Twitch has reached a new low, with banning somebody for 30 days for showing something on stream that got the original person only banned for 1 day. But now, it's the followers we have to watch out for. This George McFly reincarnation I can't handle rejection motherfucker thought it would be a good idea to follow the Twitch streamer that he was obsessed with, eventually stalking her to the point in which they felt super uncomfortable, and then he threatened their life. I don't really watch Twitch. YouTube consumes most of my social media time, so if you're like me who just watches clips after the fact that go viral, then you won't know these people. But these streamers' names are Emiru, Valkyrae, and Cinna. I hope I got those names right. And this guy thought it would be a good idea to track them down, stream snipe them multiple times in one night, and then end it off with throwing threats at them with their life. If this doesn't imply just how bad the male expectation of a female streamer is, then I don't know what does for you. It's the exact reason why you're gonna see some of these excuses these girls use to actually get this guy off their back. Very valid reasons, considering they know the dangers of what a parasocial relationship is and the dangers a person represents when they allow themselves to get so parasocially invested in someone they just have no idea who they are.
No way. Yo, can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Let's get a picture. Wait, but can I rap to you real quick?
This is Cinna.
Hello.
So, meet the main character of this video, Russell, a guy who thinks that shaving a line out of his eyebrow and putting studs in his ears is all you really need to do to get famous women, or really any women at all. The problem is here that his nervous demeanor is mistaken for just so innocent. He's just so nervous to meet them. What the reality is that his nervousness is because he's afraid of asking what he knows is a bad idea.
I was waiting for it.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. My name's Russell.
Hi, nice to
Ray.
meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Hey,
Like, could you take
Rosie.
a photo?
Rosie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My name's Russell.
Russell.
Okay, the first of many red flags. Putting your hand to your chest and sighing like that could only mean one of a few things. On the innocent side, it could mean that you're just so overwhelmed by the experience that you're speechless. The second and more obvious outcome is that you're just trying to stall because what you know you're about to do is entirely deplorable.
She can take a pic.
Oh, we can't because we have a.
We actually,
stuff to do.
we're on a time
What's
limit.
up?
Yeah,
you gotta
we're
do?
on a time limit,
There's no
so.
time frame.
And this is where the interaction starts to get a little more obvious and set in stone. It's kind of a little hard to hear, so if you didn't, Russell asked, "Can I hang out with you guys?" To which they said no. Blatant no. And that's where it should have ended. But it didn't.
We can't because we have a.
The reasoning these girls give for not wanting to hang out, which they shouldn't have to give a reason to begin with, is that they're busy, they have things to do, and they're on a time frame. And good old Russell here calls them out, because he's obviously been watching their entire stream, knowing exactly what their itinerary is for the day, and says, "What kind of stuff do you gotta do?" And there's no time frame.
What stuff
Yeah,
you
we're
gotta
on a
do?
time limit,
There's
so.
no time frame.
There's two types of stream snipers out there. The ones who want to gain clout from the experience, and the ones who want to gain a significant other from the experience, for some weird reason.
You got a creep. Creep.
And when Russell corrects them and says, no, you guys aren't in fact following any time constraints, it becomes clear that this interaction was definitely not random, and he's there for reasons he hasn't mentioned yet.
Did you want to pic?
Oh, sorry, excuse us.
Sorry.
Okay, so.
Do you need a photo?
Oh yeah.
You could tell that Russell was gearing up to say something, but then the guy behind the camera was like, are we gonna take this photo? And he's like, oh yeah. It's clear that he was stalling. I don't think it could become any more clear that the dude was working himself up to say something that he knew he was going to soon regret. You can just see when he's standing there with his arms crossed, which subliminally means that you're hiding your organs because you're uncomfortable yourself. But these girls are also standing there like, dude, what the fuck? Get on with it.
Why do they say rhyme?
Because his name's Russell.
Did you call me Russell?
No, his name is Russell.
Oh!
She's had a long week. Very long
I
week.
am running on like 3 hours of sleep. Please forgive me. My brain is actually like lagged.
Alright, fuck. Let's take a picture. Fuck it, let's get one, Rosie. Come on.
Cute!
Okay.
Rosie too!
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Russell.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good one.
Good night.
If some dude comes up to you and can't do a basic instruction like clicking the camera app, then is probably up to no good. Like, the dude's sitting there tapping his chin, probably on the home screen of his phone, fully well knowing that what he's about to do, he probably just shouldn't do. The only thing is, our man Russell has confidence. Very misplaced confidence.
You tried your best, and you failed miserably.
You could tell he was working himself up to do something pre-planned, but the girls had a short stroke of luck and managed to use the awkwardness that this dude had made to just get out of there. Judging by how this video is going so far, you can probably assume that that's not the last we're going to see of good old Russell here. But the female streamers seem to be giving him the benefit of the doubt after this interaction, thinking that he was just awkward because he was so nervous that he was meeting some of the people that he watched all the time. They were directing the chat to not be so mean, and they thought that that was it, and they were just going to go about the rest of their stream having fun at the place they had went to. Now, as they were walking around enjoying themselves, they actually managed to come across somebody else who wanted a photo of them. A dude, in fact. And this just goes to show just how awkward the last interaction was, based on how quick this guy could simply pull up the camera app.
That's awesome.
Can I take a picture?
Of course,
I just
yeah.
want to show my boys real quick.
Damn, that's crazy.
You want to get in it? This is my girl.
Hello, you're so. Oh, your dog is so cute. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, her name is Rose.
Now, I've been dating my girl for over 5 years, so I very much understand the dynamic of what's going on here. And the moment that that guy said, "Can I get my girl in on the photo?" was the moment that this streamer completely realized that this was an entirely different interaction. So they continued on with their adventure, eventually finding themselves on a Ferris wheel, where they inevitably had to get off of. And as they departed and walked down through the exit, you wouldn't guess who was squatting there waiting for them.
Proposal.
Yes, please.
Oh God.
Oh God, yes, that is. Can I sing for a change? A change for the better, as you would say? The better, as you would say?
A change for the better, as you would say? Romeo is rolling in his grave right now. This guy went through Reddit and thought he scored the most Riz pickup lines. Little did he realize this was the equivalent of Squidward begging in a box. Little advice to my fellow penis havers. You don't gotta be this pathetic. In fact, if you find yourself even in the beginning of what their interactions were that night, go home, look in the mirror, reflect, and do better.
Okay.
And the change would be for her number. If
Oh.
you like it, can I get your number?
I don't have a phone. I'm sorry.
Wait, put your number in mine.
I don't know how to use a phone. I'm sorry.
Wait, so I'm gonna keep following her.
This guy literally said, "I'm just gonna keep following her." If you even had 1 out of 1,000% of getting with that girl in the next century, that 1% went to 0. Not only that, but if I was her, I would be dialing 911 right then and there, because that is stalker behavior. That's not even stalker behavior. That dude's just a straight up stalker. And if you thought that this couldn't get any more cringe or any more worrisome for these ladies, then you would be wrong. The guy just keeps upping the ante until he does stuff that could land him behind bars.
Following her.
Not another one.
No! You're gonna have to get in line. There's too many stalkers.
That's not how you really
Fuck,
Riz.
bro, what the
That's-
fuck?
That's not the Riz.
What Sigma Reddit forums is this guy following? What is he reading to think that that could have landed in any universe? Like, fuck! How did that not work? Well, better try again in 5 seconds. This absolute degenerate, after all of those rejections, after 1,000% confirmation that he wouldn't get with any of those girls, he thought it would be a good idea to then follow them and stalk them like a cheetah stalking prey.
Can I be mean to him? Yeah, you can. You have permission.
This is where things take a turn for what these girls obviously knew was a possibility from the very second this guy said, "I'm just gonna keep following you." One of them dropped their politeness, went over and told the guy to bugger off, and his response to that was entirely unhinged.
I think we're just gonna go.
Let's go. Oh no, we're not. What's up, bro? Hey, excuse me?
No!
Security?
Emily, no!
Hey!
Stop!
Whoa!
Let's fucking fight right now.
What?
Bro.
Get away from
now.
Security!
He's harassing us.
What's going on? What's going on, man?
Right now.
Ah!
Kill you right now.
Fuck off.
Kill you right now.
Security, please!
Security! Is this guy threatening to kill us?
So to recap that entire interaction, it was, can I have a picture with you, to, can I sing for you, to, I'm gonna kill you. If that doesn't describe the state in which how bad parasocial relationships are getting online, I don't know what does. It's clear we are, but I don't think we should be living in a day and age where men have this type of image put onto them, where women have to, with every interaction with a guy, think that this could be a possibility. So what the law should be doing is finding this guy and making an example of him by charging him with stalking and death threats, because that is exactly what went down on the stream. Luckily, people are plastering this dude's face all over the internet in an attempt to find him. The internet hasn't found out who this guy is yet, but since this interaction happened around the ending of a marathon that these three streamers were doing, they decided to just take the time to process this and end the stream early. Valkyrae did go on and make a big tweet about this, addressing the topic, saying, honestly, fuck all of you for blaming our employees for not doing enough. Our team worked so hard to help us with this marathon and did their best for being put on the spot. No means no. You're not entitled to anybody. The fact that this man threatened our lives after being rejected while we were in a group, in public and live on stream, just shows the harsh reality women live in. This happens off camera to women all the time. Seeing accounts that have harassed us for a 10-second clip of downtime during a 24/7 marathon accusing us of just begging for subs, women do nothing, to then farming engagement from this stalker situation while we IRL stream has been so sad to see. Seeing accounts accusing my friends and I for faking this and blaming us instead of questioning the man's behavior has been embarrassing to see. I've learned it doesn't matter how much I accomplish in this industry or how much I try to gain respect, some men still hate women and blame women no matter the situation. While it may be discouraging, I hope anybody reading this does not quit doing what makes them happy because of misinformation or hate, as you can see some hate is inevitable. The clip doesn't show the rest of what happened after we cut the camera, but I feel what was shown was important to witness. I'm so relieved we are alive, and I will be even more cautious and safe in the future. I hope other women and streamers learn from seeing this interaction and also be aware that this can happen to anybody, anywhere. Stay safe. Quick, I want to talk about the sponsor of this video, Verger. Now, unlike a lot of other YouTubers that claim their product that they're sponsored with is either going to cure AIDS or bring your parents back together, what I can guarantee is this power bank will keep your phone charged no matter what. Now, what's cool about this power bank is it comes stock with micro USB, USB-C, and your proprietary Apple cord. Gone are the days where you can use the excuse that you don't have your friend's special cord to be able to lend them a charge. But hey, it's got enough power to charge both of your phones and possibly save your friendship. Now your friend has enough charge to order Uber Eats for the both of you while you sit back, eat pizza, and plug this thing directly into the wall. And now, back to the video. Now that last part was referring to some context about a video that Pokimane came out basically saying that females can't get on the same level as male streamers in this industry because of the industry. Even I made a video about it because I did see some flaws in her arguments. But an argument I can validate is that males are objectively a lot more safe when they go out in public, especially at night like this. And although Kai, Speed, and all the other streamers sitting at the top of Twitch right now need security, it goes to show that it's really weird that female streamers who are not as big as them yet do need security. It just highlights a harsh and true reality that females do have a much harder time being in public IRL in streams where stream snipers can just find them watching their stream and put them in danger just because they want to. Sure, they could hire a security detail, but should they have to? No, not at all. And here's Valkyrae's reaction to after they got back and streamed for a little while longer.
It wasn't shown, but he like banged on this trash can in front of the security guard. Like, I don't know if you could hear it.
He's harassing us?
What's going on?
The way that we knew he was manic was he kept changing, like personality. Like he would get really happy and be really nice, and then feel threatened and get really aggressive very quickly, and was punching stuff behind us. And when he charged at Emily and stuff like that, and he charged at Emmy, we just went into fight or flight. And for those of you who don't know, like, we know he's a stalker. He pulled up when he was behind us. He pulled up Emmy's TikToks.
Yeah, he was watching.
And was watching her TikToks and like looking up and like, and just like staring at us. And he, even when like he ran at us and he said he was gonna kill us, he kept running and trying to get something out of his pocket. And like I said, like, you guys, when that clip cuts off, like, we had to run into a store screaming that somebody was going to kill us so that somebody would step in and let us in the back. And we were lucky that one of the workers, who was not like questioning us, actually like believed us, and he put us all in the back. And they're panicked. They didn't know what to do, so they tried to bring us behind the buildings to help us, but we didn't know where he was. I think when we went in the store, he backed off because it was a lot of people. And so we don't know where he was. We didn't know where he went, and we had to beg the workers to hide us because they kept trying to tell us that it's not their fault, but they kept trying to get us to go back around where it happened and saying that he was gone, but we said we didn't know if he was gonna come back. And so we had to hide in a shed for 15 minutes until the cops came.
With that added context, that changes things quite a bit and makes it 10 times more horrifying. Who knows what that guy's true intentions actually were? And thankfully, they were able to get away and find people willing to help them. Everybody on the internet saying the cameraman should have gotten more involved. What do you think he's getting paid for? He's not paid to defend them, he's paid to film them. And if something happens like that, then it's his job to get that on film. And at the end of the day, some risks do come with not hiring security when you're as famous as these three girls are. Not that blame should be put on anybody except the weird creep Russell, who did this interaction all on his own to begin with. As we can see, without him in the picture, their night was entirely safe and enjoyable. With him in the picture, all of this stuff went down. But all in all, this probably just gives these girls a big realization of what could happen, especially with a girl streaming to so many people in a world where so many deranged creeps exist. Most likely, if they ever do decide to do this in the future, they're going to hire a security detail to protect them in case any weird creep tries to do this again. And to all the guys out there that are going to probably reply to this going, you can't judge every dude based on one dude's bad behavior. Well, put this in any other circumstance. If you were in a reality where you walked out onto a bridge, and in that same reality, bridges statistically had a 1 in 5,000 chance of falling out from underneath you, you'd probably feel less safe on every single bridge. Now replace you with a female Twitch streamer and the bridge with a manic parasocial weirdo who stalks people on Twitch, and reality starts to set in. It's absolutely horrible that that's the world we live in, but what's even worse is gaslighting females into thinking that they're not allowed to feel unsafe because of statistics. It's the exact same reason why one of my biggest fears is flying in an airplane. Not because it will crash, but because they have crashed. More recently than ever, too. Anyways, if you enjoyed the commentary, then a like on the video would be very, very helpful, and even more helpful would be a subscribe on the channel. I recently made a video on Joshua Block, and if that doesn't entice you, YouTube thinks you might like this video right here. I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Peace.